The reason why most young people in Liberia, they are connected to Kush and the drug abuse is just rampant in that country. It's because, for example, Kush contains opiates, and opiates interact with nerve cells in the brain. Somebody's trying to call me. Kush there, they will reduce pain from reaching the brain, because what it can interact with the nerve cells then that will send signal to your brain to say, ah, you in pain, your body in pain. But what Kush then do is that they will reduce that painful sensation from reaching the brain. That's why a lot of young people are hooked on Kush, because you're not feeling no pain. You just in a euphoria state again. That's what Kush opiate then do. You know, you feel happy, no pain, la la la, you know, in a toilet zone and stuff. That's why it's very hard to eliminate that form of drug abuse. It's so hard to get children off it, because why? They are always in a state of euphoria, because the brain, the part of the brain that makes you happy, the reward center in the brain, will be triggered by Kush then, by opiates, and that's why it's very hard to get children off Kush opiates, because Kush is a form of opiate. So the danger part of this whole thing, right? Children get addicted, and once you become addicted to Kush, then the end result is overdose. At some point, you know, you use so much of it because you're not feeling no pain. You just have, again, no pain plus happiness. You want more and more and more. Overdose. And then you take so much of it, so much, that it reduces, you know, it just stops you from breathing. Yes. I mean, no way around it. Like, you get shallow breathing, you're breathing so slowly, you can't breathe good. The next thing you go look, respiratory depression and hypoxia develop. That means that there is no oxygen reaching the vital cells, vital organs, especially your brain. You know, no oxygen reaching your brain and vital cells. So a lot of people are dying. A lot of people are dying. Again, you know, you just overusing it, abusing it, but then you fail to realize that you're not breathing good. You're breathing slowly, and then no oxygen reaching your brain, and then you die hypoxia. In places like Liberia, then, like, if you were, most people that have suffered from drug overdose and they can't breathe, when they come to us in the ICU, they are connected to a respiratory ventilator, because this machine will now do the breathing for you to make sure that your vital organs, your brain there, receiving oxygen so that you don't die. Do we have this, you know, plenty in places like Liberia? How many young people who will going to overdose, you know, who can't breathe because they not ingest so much Kush there? How many young people do we have the capacity where every young person that may go into overdose can be connected on a respiratory ventilator to help them to breathe? I mean, again, this is not, and I'm not trying to play politics. This is not anti-government, pro-opposition, but this is about the future, the destiny of Liberia. Another thing that we also have to address is the fact that we can use Narcan. Narcan reverses the effect of Kush opioid in the body. Again, Kush then will make you to stop breathing, but Narcan, what it does is that it will reverse that Narcan NARC, and Narcan will help you to bring your breathing back, even if you're not on the ventilator now, because in the ventilator is what we use at the end. If you have never been given Narcan, you come to us here in the ER and then the ICU. But initially, when you suffer a catastrophic effect from Kush, the first line of defense that may bring you back to life is the administration of Narcan. In this country here, the police then, they can carry Narcan with them. Sometimes the EMT workers then can have Narcan with them. They can spray through your nose, or the injection they can have, juke it and push it in you to reverse the abuse of drug overdose that is affecting your body. Let me come and show you what Narcan looks like. You know, this is just the injection of Narcan. So we are making this kinds of video then not to criticize government or to be anti Liberia. But if you love your country, if you love Liberia, you want the best for your country. And we who are fortunate to live here in this advanced country, a country where so many people are just dying from drug, although yet and still we can save some people's lives. And we have a moral obligation to share the lay knowledge that we have. No? So this is the Narcan I was talking about. Narcan. NARC. Narcan. This is it. Narcan. The government of Liberia needs to purchase this in multiple doses. A lot of them. This alone will save so many lives, so many young lives in Liberia, because this will reverse the effect of Kush overdose, opioid overdose that are affecting our young people. Those 4 young men that died, if they were just given this immediately upon the scene, most likely they would have lived, because this will reverse Kush. So, Narcan. So, my fellow Liberian, I hope this video then that we are making will serve as a tool, educational tool, to help folks back home, because we see the thing every day here in the ICU. We deal with children and people from all walks of life, rich, poor, educated, not, who have been hooked on these drugs and like Kush and like opioids, and because again it tricks the body. You know, you feel happy, no pain, sensation, nothing. In as much as people can die in this advanced country, a lot of people's lives can be saved. And I just show you Narcan, which will reverse the overdose effect of Kush. And I feel obligated as a nationalist to share this knowledge with my country and my people. God save Liberia. God save us all. This is EdwardHeart Trokon Sarnoe, once again from the ICU here in Washington, D.C. God bless.